What's up, guys? It's your boy RJ Game News USA back today with another video. And today we have got to talk about the Supergirl actress Millie Alcock. She attacked Christian dads, mocks her audience before her film releases. We're going to listen to this clip here from Geeks and Gamers 2, and we're going to react to it. But again, no surprise coming from the woke Hollywood left. Let's drive the core demographic of ours out of the theater and watch our movie flop. Alright, let's react.
Basically, if you think Mando's gonna have a bad box office, just wait till Supergirl's box office, because I don't know what this is gonna do. I certainly don't think it's gonna have a chance in hell of breaking 400 million, but I guess we'll see. It's looked pretty bad in terms of excitement level for something like this, whether people want to watch a Supergirl movie, and the promotion hasn't exactly been great, with Millie Alcock kind of putting her foot in her mouth a couple times, including this. Supergirl star Millie Alcock preemptively blames sexism for backlash ahead of film's release.
So she's already blaming sexism for why the film won't do well, even though the film isn't out yet. But we're already blaming sexism.
It was talking about, being a woman in this space. People think they have ownership over your bodies and blah, blah, blah. And that's kind of the route she went down. Well, she got some pushback for that a month and a half ago. It got brought up again, and this time I think she made it a little worse. Supergirl star Millie Alcock attacks fans again, mocks Christian dads, says it's okay to piss off the right people.
So again, she's dividing up her own audience. It's clear when they made this Supergirl movie that they're putting it in the same vein as She-Hulk and others, Madam Web, where we're going to have girl boss attitude and, or like Snow White, we're going to come out here and we're going to go ahead and mock half the fans at least. Christian dads. Superman's very popular among men in general. If you're going to do a Supergirl movie, you're going to have to make her sexy. You're going to have to make it be a certain way. But instead, when you got the actress coming out there acting all divisive the way she is, clearly you're going to have an issue.
So, this is in this massive interview with Variety where, Millie Alcock learned to ignore the trolls and become a punk rock superhero. Yeah, nothing says punk rock like $100 billion corporation making a fucking superhero movie. Nothing screams punk rock exactly like that. But it's in this. Just fucking go for it. How Supergirl star Millie Alcock learned to ignore the trolls, become a punk rock superhero.
Dude, what's the obsession with James Gunn trying to make these Superman Kryptonian characters? Punk rock. Like, that was the whole thing. They even had a conversation, Superman and Lois Lane did, about him being punk rock and whether he is or not. And now we're just regurgitating the same bullcrap for Supergirl, and we're making it punk rock. I don't get it, dude. It's weird.
And so the comments were essentially about this. Simply existing as a woman in that space is something that people comment on. We become very comfortable having this weird ownership of women's bodies. And she says the backlash to that proves her point. Alcock even understands sort of...
So, Millie Alcock says something outrageous. Fans get mad, and she goes, "You proved my point." Well, how about you come out and try to be, nice to the fans for once? And try to win out their wallets to go see your movie. Instead of preemptively bashing the fans before your movie's even out. And then it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Where this base urges originate when the world is as unstable and terrifying as it is now. Governments don't have anyone's best interests at heart, and people turn to online forums to find that guidance. It creates an unhealthy relationship with a person who will eventually and inevitably disappoint their fans. I guess women know that this is just how it's always been, unfortunately. And it's from a lot of people whose profiles have no photo, who are burner accounts, or someone's name and then dad of 4, Christian, which is hilarious to me. But I mean, whose opinion do you really care about? If you're pissing the right kind of people off, you're doing okay.
So a father of 4, Christian, dad of 4, Christian, that's the person you want to piss off? A man that provides for his family? A good Christian man? That's who you want to piss off? Okay. You do realize those are 6 tickets to the theaters, right? The husband, the wife, and the 4 kids.
That's a whole lot of mental gymnastics to make it about you.
And let me just keep in mind, superhero movies, the same type of person that might have dad of 4 Christian in their bio, that might actually be the exact demographic of person that you need to make these superhero cinematic universes successful.
Yes, parents taking their children to the movies.
It looks horrible when
at least Toy Story 5, they decided to go woke during the movie, but they didn't like bash the fans in the lead up. Now, what do I mean by that? In Toy Story 5, there was a few woke moments, like Buzz Lightyear lifting his leg up when he kissed Jessie, or Woody being completely trashed throughout the movie, and Jessie being the main character, and the other toys just having to listen to her, even though Woody and Buzz are legends. You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of wokeness in a Hollywood movie, even ones that are received really well. But when you bash the fans ahead of time, all you're doing is signaling to people who are on the fence to get off the fence and not see your movie.
When they started moving away from dad of 4 Christian white man as their predominant audience, their target audience, it's almost like all their shit started to fucking fail. Maybe those aren't the right people to piss off. Maybe those are the people that you want to be enticed to come watch your movie. And I'm so sick and tired, in general, of 25-year-old woke women in the entertainment space trying to lecture us about the way the fucking world works. I am sick and tired of that bullshit. And Millie Alcock, thought she was good in House of the Dragon. I thought casting-wise, she could be a good Supergirl. I don't like the tone they're going for in this shit. I didn't like her appearance in Superman. I haven't liked the trailers that have come out. And every time she opens her fucking mouth, I just think that maybe there's a reason why the only thing that should be for is all cock. Because she keeps stupid fucking shit.
Oh, man. Oh, man. He totally fucking burned her, dude. Totally. Well, that wasn't all. She said more in another interview.
Feels like we're on repeat, because it's almost like every day we have another bad story when it comes to Supergirl, and it's already not tracking well at the box office. In fact, it's tracking potentially to perform on par with the Marvels. Right now, it looks like it could be opening worse than The Flash, which was obviously a massive disaster for DC. A movie, by the way, that James Gunn said was the greatest superhero movie he'd ever seen in his lifetime before it ultimately flopped and failed at the box office. Looks like that might be the case for Supergirl as well. And as DC is getting desperate by, oh, guys, we're going to do, we're removing review embargoes early, specifically for the Brazilian people that went to see this thing so that they can try to hype it up and desperately try to sell tickets. One of the stars, well, the star of this movie, continues to make it more difficult for them. Because yesterday, we talked about this story. Millie Alcock says she's honored that Supergirl is a queer icon as DC Films struggles to build excitement.
She's honored that Supergirl is a queer icon. There is nothing inherently queer about Supergirl. This is a fantasy built up in their mind. They're making her that way.
And this might have been at the same exact, like, red carpet premiere. She said something else about gay shit. And I get it, Millie Alcock, you're probably like 25, 26 years old. Here's the thing. When you market your movie this way and you think you're going to win over the gays, one, you're not. They're not going to come see your movie. We see this all the time. But the people who don't like that and don't appreciate it, the ones who actually support these things, they're going to say, you know what? Not worth giving this thing a chance. when you hear shit like this. Supergirl star Millie Alcock claims the film is beautiful because it's not centered around a man. Says Carl will probably go both ways. Thank God we...
Again, how relevant is this? Is this fucking even relevant?
Finally have a female superhero movie. During a recent interview, Alcock was asked whether Kara Zor-El's queerness was something she explored while preparing for the role. Should we listen, Jay?
Sure.
Discussion online about Kara's queerness in the comics. Was that something that you explored when you were prepared?
I think she's drunk again. I think she was drunk on this red carpet, dude. I really do.
Was that something that you explored when you were preparing for the role?
It wasn't, but in honor of Pride Month, as I'm getting all these questions, I don't know. I think that what makes this film so beautiful is that it's not centered around a man. It's not centered around love, if anything.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Okay, I'm sorry. A Supergirl movie should have some kind of love story entangled in there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that is just me speaking, but
I don't really know, but I don't know. I don't know.
It's great.
She'd probably go both ways.
I'm telling you, dude, she's drunk. She is drunk on this fucking red carpet. And we talk about this a lot, Jay, that half of the reason we end up getting bad statements like this and things that turn people off is because of the activist journalist. This is, like, the people posting this is queerly radio.
right. So this happened. What he's bringing up makes a lot of sense. So you'll get the activist journalist who is talking to a left-wing actress or actor, and then gets them to agree on a quote that then actually goes against what they want because it causes the movie to do worse. Because when real people hear about some of these examples of what Millie Alcock has said, they decide we're not going to support this. And there's more people that think that way than think like the woke left journalist.
You get these people that have no fucking following. These people with 2,000 Twitter followers and like 3.5 thousand subscribers on YouTube that'll put out a video, an interview with like James Gunn, and it'll get 120 views. No one gives a fuck. They have no following. They have no influence whatsoever. But they're fucking gay, or they're nerds of color, or it's Black Woman Radio, or whatever. And they get invited to these things. They ask these questions that are based solely on identity politics, and then these untrained, stupid actors, actresses end up with these terrible fucking responses that go viral and hurt the film. And it seems like we're getting one every day from
That about sums it up.
It's not helping. I know you said yesterday, and I agree with you. Like they don't understand the marketing for Supergirl. Supergirl in the comics was definitely geared toward a male audience.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes. The whole idea is your Tomb Raider, your Stella Blade, let's make her hot, let's make her sexy. And I'm not saying Millie Alcock doesn't look good, but even in the trailers you could tell she's kind of going this raggedy punk rock look, which may be hot to some. But the attitude is now you get going into this movie, you have this attitude that she's anti-man. And in the movie, she doesn't have a male love interest. So the vibe is off.
They drew her, you know.
For the vast majority of Supergirl's time, yes. That's the majority of people that read Supergirl comics. I will say in recent years, they've desperately tried to do the same thing that they've done for all these fucking comic book characters. But you're right in principle, Jay, 100%.
And then, I mean, that goes for She-Hulk and everything else. They knew like it was going to be the young boys buying the voluptuous women in comic books, right? So the fact that you want to completely just push out any of that demographic at all by the things that you're saying, I mean, it's just, could the marketing get any worse? I saw that old commentary that Gary and Drinker, that old article that was from 2025, where a guy was writing that he felt that Supergirl was going to make more than Spider-Man because it was a new wave of superhero, and it's getting re-roasted again. It's making its...
That's fucking awful. We know Spider-Man's going to make hand over fist money. Supergirl's bombing already at the box office based on pre-order numbers. Whoo boy. This is quite a pickle that Supergirl has found itself in, and Millie Alcock is making this no better. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Should Millie Alcock shut her trap, and has she already done too much damage to the movie? Let me know in the comments below. But until next time, this is your boy RJ signing out. Have a good one.